Okay, hello, and welcome over the midweek hump here. Wednesday, it is fully cold. I broke out the blazer and getting the long sleeve, long pants out, uh, or warm pants, I should say. And it's just seasons are rolling right through. Time flies. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words, being on here live, but that's okay. It's really been a fabulous day. We've made a lot of progress with, we've got, I have more listings than I ever have had before. By listings, I mean seller sides. Five of those listings are condominiums that I'm developing myself, but the rest of them are for sale listings that we're currently marketing and trying to sell. And I've got about $40,000 in price reductions today. We got a co-broker that has inquired about the mobile home park in Addison, so it's already getting traction, and it's just encouraging to see, as we approach the end of the year right here. This is, this is a really good time where, especially with people with cash, worked all year and you've accrued some cash, you want to put some cash in. Looking at these rural markets is a really good idea, because you get so much more equity with your original purchase. And it is a bit of a drive if you live in Tuscaloosa, but a lot of times, again, if it's just investment property, it's not going to be that big of a deal, for sure. All right, so we'll go ahead and log in here. I have been looking a little bit on the Realtor Property Resource today, and at other counties and stuff like that. And I saw one really good one. It was right there on the Mississippi state line in Millport. And a lot of people in Millport and the Lamar County area, they go into Mississippi a lot and work, or at least a lot of the ones that I know. I used to have an aunt that lived right there close to that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see what we got here. Do, 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 do. Boop, 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 boop. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, 11 listings. Again, change of weather, a lot of things are probably a little slower right now. All right, first up, we got 11 listings for today. First one is University Boulevard East, Druid Hills subdivision, late mid-century, 1975, almost 1,900 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1-level home. The Eldra Alfred at Exit Capstone Realty's got the listing, and they're asking $259,900 for that. So it's a mid-century home, directly on University Boulevard East, though. All right, next up, we got a land listing. My friend Vanessa Lockhart at Three Pines Property Management. She's the broker there. She's got a land listing in Gordo. It's 2.3 acres for $12,500. 2.3 acres in a new development only 2 miles from downtown Gordo. Restrictive covenants, new construction of 1,600 square feet, no mobile homes, approved for septic system. So it's got some covenants, as part of the subdivision or whatever the owners have recorded there. It's directly on Highway 159 as well. It's a cheap land listing. It's a great place to put some cash. All right, next up, we got the Village at Magnolia, Tuscaloosa 69 South, right here beside me. The Stardust Drive, very popular road there in the subdivision. Turn of the century homes, 2005 year built, almost 1,500 square foot, fifth of an acre, 0.2. Inglewood Elementary, Hillcrest High School, Celeste Hagler over at First Class Real Estate, South Homes. It's got it listed, and they're asking $245,000 for that one. All right, back in Northport City, Vestavia Hill subdivision. That's an original city subdivision. It's a mid-century home, 1968 year built. 2,142 square foot. It's a larger floor plan. Almost a half an acre, 0.39. One level, 4-bed, 3-bath. Kim Harwood, she's the broker of Harwood Real Estate. It's a family business downtown. $400,000 asking price. That's a 4-bed, 3 full bath, almost 2,200 square foot in Northport City. All right, next up, we got Elena Thomas, Southern Homes of Tuscaloosa Incorporated. She has one in Woodstock, Alabama, which is Bibb County, not really my stomping grounds. But it's another one, almost 2,200 square foot, built in 2011. So it's a turn-of-the-century home. It's got the architectural style roof, 1.15 acre with it. 1.15 acre lot with it. Woodstock Elementary, West Blockton Schools. And they're asking $319 even for that one. So a little bit bigger home, tipping over the $300,000 mark. All right, next up we got Vance, Alabama, Big Sandy Springs Road. It's a 2.5 level home built in 1907. So this is like early 20th century build, 2,100 square foot. I couldn't imagine. Bradley Faulkner at Hammond Real Estate's got it listed, one of the biggest firms here in Tuscaloosa. 3-bed, 3-bath, 1/2 bath, 21 acres with it, and they're asking $390. All right, back in Tuscaloosa City East, Hidden Valley subdivision. These are townhomes built in 1973. So in the late mid-century, you do need to sign a lead-based bank disclosure form. But it's very affordable price. This will be a super easy payment on a 1,200 square foot townhome. 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square foot. City Schools, Woodland Forest, and Bryant. Joanne McNatt, First Class Real Estate, South Homes, got it listed. $154,900. That would be a very, very low payment. All right, next up, West York over at Hammond Real Estate's got new listing in Tuscaloosa City Southeast. No subdivision. Almost 3/4 of an acre, 0.66. It's a mid-century home. Do need to sign a lead-based bank disclosure form. Over 2,300 square foot. 3-bed, 3 full bath. And they're asking $299 for this one. Kings Loop Road. I do not think that's in the city limits, but whatever. All right, next up, Alex McCoon, owner of Next Home Legacy Group. Franchise branch there. I.L. Smith Jr. subdivision in Tuscaloosa City Central, so it's near downtown. One level, 3-bed, 1-bath, mid-century, 1946 year built, 1,228 square foot, almost a third of an acre, 0.27. And Alex got this one listed for $215. Those would rent really good to students, I'm sure. All right, next up, Brad Murray, Pritchett Moore downtown. It's got Gorgas Road Estate Subdivision, built in 2017. It's a big home, 2,720 square foot, 3.5 acres with it as well. One level, 4-bed, 3 full bath, Walker Elementary, Northside High School. Brad's got this one listed for $499.9, so right at 500 G's there, depending on your closing cost. All right, lastly here, Chelsea Jones over at Hammond Real Estate. She's got one listed in Fayette. No subdivision, built in the 90s. And you remember what I say about the homes built in the 90s. You get better bang for your buck, and this is a prime example. This is the dream. Almost 3/4 of an acre home, built in 1994, so it's not mid-century. 1,410 square foot, 3 bed, 1 bath. You don't see that a whole lot, but whatever. Fayette schools, and they're asking $149,900. That would literally be like a $1,200 house payment. You might could even do that. That could be considered for a rental investment at $150,000, even with the 1 bathroom. It creates inventory that's just rare, and especially in Fayette where there's inventory needed. Kenya Wynn, also at Hamner Real Estate, she's got one she just put in now as I'm talking. This is Northport City, Crestwood subdivision, 2-level home, 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, 1 half bathroom, built in 1965, so it does need lead-based paint disclosure. 2,000 square feet for that 4 bedrooms, third of an acre, Crestmont Elementary, Tuscaloosa County High School, and she listed this one for $299,900. You know, being in Northport City and that many bedrooms, I'm sure it'll bring the 300. All right, let's take a look at the back on markets real quick. Just real quick, I only see one. It was pending. Now it's back active in Hueytown, Jefferson County. Carrie Fitz Real Estate downtown, broker and owner. She has the listing for this one, super affordable at 200 G's, 1 acre, 1 full acre, almost 2,300 square foot, which is really big for that low of a price. Pretty good one. Absolutely. So you might have a seller opportunity with a seller there. A lot of pendings. I see 12 pendings. Let's see, some land in Fayette sold, 16 acres for $3,000 an acre. Went pending. Not bad. Moonlight Drive. That multi-use in Moundville went pending. That's good. Alexandra Twig. She's with Advantage. That's a good sale. Tanner Summerlin. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Well, that's it for today's market update. It's kind of late in the evening, so I'm going to move on and start working on the follow-up email. If you're interested in any of these listings, let us know. You know, we're really trying to focus on what the viewers, you know, could use, what we can offer the viewers the best, you know, things like that, because we have a much bigger and more diverse audience to target using YouTube in these market updates. You know, land listings, things like that, where there's just a clear plan for purchase, value add, and resale. You know, those are the types of things that we do. So give us a subscribe, give us a like, share, whatever. You know, we need to get our subscriber base up, and we'll love you forever for that. Don't forget to call my sponsored lender, Ryan Pernude. He and I make a great team when it's your time to buy. They can help you in lending in all fields, mobile homes, new construction, commercial, whatever you may need. And so enjoy the day. Start getting those warm clothes ready. You know, you can see I've got my blazer. By the way, it's the only blazer that I had that does fit now. I've had about 5 really good suits since 2020 that I purchased, and now I'm just too fat for all of them. So got to get more clothes and start getting them out. Enjoy the day. See ya.